What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today. Now, I did say yesterday I was going to do the Nico Collins signed jersey giveaway today. I'm actually going to go ahead and do it tomorrow. Just things got in the way, and then of course I have to go back and kind of count everyone's comments from every video, which can be quite time consuming, as you might imagine. So I'm almost done. I just wanted to get this video out and didn't want to get this video out like super late, so then the plays didn't even matter. So we'll be doing this tomorrow. Go ahead and like and comment, guys, again for the signed Nico Collins jersey. Every single day that you commented since pretty much the beginning of this year, since January 1st, would count to this giveaway. Okay, guys. So some of you guys will probably have 25, even 30 entries in this giveaway, and have a really good shot to do that when I do go ahead and announce that tomorrow and go ahead and spin that wheel as I normally do. But going into yesterday, not too bad of a day, not too great of a day either. Really, it was kind of a very mid-tier type of day. We did hit this for 6x, which is really nice to see here. As you'll see, I took Call of Duty earlier in the day. I actually took this with this play first. So I took Call of Duty, I took these guys over, I took these guys under. A really simple entry right here. I believe this FaZe team 3-0'd the other team. So they did very good. They got a lot of kills, while the other team did not do very good, and they got a lot of deaths instead of kills, causing them to go under their KD. And then unfortunately what ended up happening is this guy went way over his line. So what I did is I actually retook this Call of Duty duo right here, and probably, you guys will see me retake entries a lot because I like them, right? I already researched this duo. It went ahead and missed as the 4-man, which is completely normal, and I already liked this duo of players right here, so I went ahead and just threw them in with another League of Legends duo going on right here with KaroK and Marvin. Unfortunately, Marvin DMP'd, so I don't know why a player in esports would DMP. I don't know whether they get sick or what, but I actually kind of wanted to show you guys the game and what happened in that game where we did hit that 6x. It just finished. You'll see here if this could load, but you'll see it's 17-19. So pretty much everyone on this team here, and KaroK was here. Everyone on this team goes over, right? 3 kills, 3 kills, 6 kills, 6 kills, and again, it's because this team went ahead and won. And I talked about this yesterday. I've been talking about this a lot because League of Legends is a big part of the VIP. But we took this Curse guy and we took him under. He ends up getting 6 kills. And same thing here. I want to show you guys the game and how it went because I think it's really interesting to go back and see, okay, how did this game go? Why did this entry miss? And as you'll see, this game missed in a classic matter of just the team that we bet against, we bet the under on, just absolutely dominated this game. It was 4-28, okay? So literally everyone on this left side of the screen, the guys that got 4 kills, everyone on this team went under, guys. Every single player on this team went under, and then every single player on this team on the right side of the screen went over, right? 4 kills, 6 kills, 8 kills, and 8 kills, right? So literally everyone went over on the team that won. Everyone went under on the team that lost. Now, if you ask one thing that we do on this channel, it is called correlation, and we do that with NFL, and I'd have to scroll up quite a bit to show some NFL plays because, there hasn't been that many NFL games recently, but here's an example of that with Drake May and Keishon Butte in that snow game versus the Broncos. I took them under together because if a team doesn't do very well passing the ball, the quarterback and the receiver are going to go under together, right? It's the exact same thing in League of Legends or in any of these games, right? When a team does very well, the guys are going to go over together. When a team does very poorly, the guys are going to go under together. Now, this actually also happened right here with these two players, right? This guy DMPs, this guy goes way over. We cash a 2.2x. This one was a very close miss. We have a setup actually happening in the next about hour here. So cross our fingers that we can hit this. I believe this is a 9x. And then right here was a tennis discount. I sent this one out really late at probably like 11 or 11:30, which I hate sending out plays that late. I just did not know there was a tennis discount until I was like literally getting ready for bed, and I was like, oh man, there's a tennis discount. I got to send out a play for this because it was happening like 2:30 in the morning, which that was a really weird discount that they gave, but she did hit, so that's good to see there. And then rounding out the rest of the day, guys, we did take Orlando Magic money line on yesterday's video. So these were the 2 picks in yesterday's video. Is Tim Hardaway, really not so good call there. I mean, he absolutely dominated and get 22 points, and then Curse did really well there. So yeah, the PrizePicks play, complete dumpster fire of a pick there. That was a really bad pick. But we did take this rebet play, and this rebet play did hit for the Magic to go ahead and win. And then I also took the Grizzlies on the VIP, and the Grizzlies did miss. miss. All right. So, as I said, it was kind of not the worst day ever, but not the best day ever either. It was a very just kind of middle of the road day. I'm pretty sure, we maybe went down a unit or maybe we went up a unit. I'm not even really sure, to be honest. But yeah, we would hit some, and then going forward, then we would lose some back to back, which again, you're going to have days like that sometimes where everything just kind of breaks even. You're going to have days like that where it feels like you literally can't miss because you go up 20 units and everything hits. And then you're going to have days where sometimes you feel like in the dumps because nothing is hitting. Now, I do want to say that is why I track everything, because you're going to have ups and downs in this game, but you got to have some sort of source of truth. And this is the source of truth on this channel. This is so far January, right? This is the month of January. It is January 31st. So we're about to go into February, and the first month of 2026 is over, which means we have gone up over 50 units in 2026. And I talked about this yesterday, where if you go up 50 units over the course of 12 months, guys, over the course of a year, right? So 50 units over the course of a year. This is my Y right here. That means that you would go up 600 units, which would be our best year ever if we went up 600 units this year. All right. So very, very good stuff. Again, who does not want to go up over 600 units? If you don't know what going up 600 units means, that means if you put $10 on every single entry that I took over the entire year, you would be up $6,000. All right. And if that seems way too good to be true, if you're like, there's no way he's going to go up 600 units in a year, look at exactly what we did in 2024, guys. We went up 599 units. So we were 1 unit away from 600 units. So pretty much 600 units really in 2024. 2025, we went up 250 units. So not as good as 2024, because 2024 was an amazing year for us. But again, this is over 25 months of betting, actually 26 now months of betting. And again, you guys are going to see ups and downs, of course. And the main thing you guys really should be looking for is obviously going up and to the right. And again, you got to treat this like a business or a stock chart, whatever you want to think about. And again, there's going to be ups and downs, but we are going to make money over the long term, right, guys? So let's go ahead and get into the first play of the day. The first pick is going to be on ONYX odds. It's been a little bit since I've sent out an ONYX play. I've been sending out a lot of REBET picks, and the REBET picks have been doing very well. It doesn't really matter whether you take it on ONYX or REBET. I would like for you guys to have both apps so you can just compare the lines, but the lines are exactly the same right now for this Hawks money line that I am taking, right? So Hawks money line on ONYX, on REBET, it's both minus 122. So again, have at least one of the two of these apps, guys. It enables you to bet on money lines, on spreads, on over-unders, which is a whole nother world of sports betting that you need to be able to take advantage of if you want to be a profitable sports bettor in 2026. With ONYX odds, guys, you can get a free $100 in free picks, all right? So all you have to do on ONYX odds, text me ONYX. I'll get you signed up with my code. My code will also be the first link in the description and in the pinned comment, and it'll actually take you to this bet where you can tail it. Sign up for ONYX, put $10 in, and you'll get a free $100 in free picks to bet with, all right, guys? And that's going to come in the form of, I believe, 4 $25 bets if they're doing what they used to do, right? So 4 $25 bets, they're literally handing you a free $100 to start betting with, and on top of that, you will get 1 free month of the VIP. So let's go ahead and take Hawks money line. This is going to be the first play of the day, like I said. I think I have this updated as well. Yeah, if you want to see my straight bets. So like I said, with REBET and ONYX, that's where we take our straight bets, right? So all of this is all the parlays that we take on PrizePicks. And again, we are up about 50 plus units, 55 units. I just updated this like 5 minutes ago. So yeah, we're up 55 units so far this month. And then the straight bets is all the REBET plays and the ONYX odds plays. And you'll see we have taken about 70 of them so far this month, which kind of checks out. I probably send out about 2 to 3 a day. So 70 of them over 30 days. We are 43 and 33, and we are up 10 units on the straight bets, right? So we're never going to be able to profit more on the straight bets than the parlays. Parlays are just way better, especially on PrizePicks. But again, we're making money on straight bets. We're making money on parlays. It doesn't really matter. Again, in 2026, widen your horizon, right? Get different apps, bet different ways. You can take all my bets as simple as that, and you will make a lot of money, all right? So literally, actually, if you take this and this, technically we're up 66 units over the course of this year so far. So doing very, very good. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the second pick of the day. Like I said, the first pick was Hawks money line, and I want to actually do it on the app because I don't want these plays to bump. So the first pick of the day is going to be Jalen Johnson in the NBA, and I'm going to take him under 10.5 rebounds. Now you'll see this last 5, shenanigans here. I don't ever really want to look at this. You never really want to look at this type of stuff because normally PrizePicks, if they have stuff in front of you, they're trying to make you lose for it, right? They want to take your money. So don't ever use any of these like graphs and stuff that PrizePicks offers you because they're trying to have you lose, right? They're trying to actually make you tail all these like super popular picks and stuff like that, right? There's a reason why all of these picks right here are super popular and they promote them because, again, most of these picks are losing picks and losing sports bettors taking these, right? You have to understand that 97% of sports bettors lose long term. So why would you take all these picks that most of these guys are all taking, right? It makes no sense. This is a pick in the NBA, and then I'm going to take a pick in League of Legends, and I'm going to take over here, we're going to go to maps 1 through 3. You could also just probably type it in, but we're going to type in the guy Ruler right here, right? So this guy is absolutely amazing, probably the best, one of the best players in League of Legends. He normally averages between 7 to 8 kills a game, and his team is completely undefeated, all right? So he's one of the best players in the world on one of the best teams in the world, and they're playing 3 maps. Now, I think they will probably lose at least one of these maps, so I think they will go 2-1. There is a chance they go 3-0, but I think they'll most likely go 2-1. But in the 2 wins he has a chance to probably get maybe 9 kills in each game of the 2 wins he has. So in just 2 wins, he could honestly get 18 kills. And then in a loss, he could still probably get around 3 to 5 kills in a loss, right? This guy puts up a ton of numbers. He's kind of like, I don't know, he's like Luka or something of the NBA in League of Legends. He just puts up a ton of points every single time he plays, a ton of kills, and he's really, really unstoppable in this game. And I think 17.5 is way too low for him, especially getting 3 maps to go ahead and pop off. And we really just need him to have one game where he maybe gets like 14 kills, and you'll see that sometimes in League. So again, this is going to be my 2-man of the day. It's going to be Jalen Johnson under and Ruler under. And again, if you guys don't know, I'm limited. That's why I play $1 on every bet. It also makes things way easier for me to track, as well as going and tracking things on Pikkit. Now, if Jalen Johnson does bump, I also really like Kelly Oubre to go under 4.5 rebounds as well, okay? So Jalen Johnson at 10.5, if that bumps down to 10 or 9.5, I doubt it bumps down to 9.5, but Kelly Oubre, another good pick. Also, if you really don't like the Jalen Johnson pick, just go ahead and throw in Kelly Oubre instead of Johnson, okay? And that'll be the NBA play of the day, all right, guys? So Kelly Oubre under, Jalen Johnson under, Ruler over in League of Legends, and then Hawks money line in on ONYX odds for that straight bet for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, it has been a great January. There's been ups and downs in January, as you guys know. We've kind of the past maybe like 3-4 days have had a little bit of a downturn, and it's not been this like crazy run. But again, if you looked a week and a half ago, we actually were on a pretty crazy run. All right, so again, we're going to stick to our set strategy that we've been doing for over 2 years now, which is using correlation, eSports betting, NFL betting, college football betting, and we're going to continue doing that this year and hopefully go up between 500 to 600 units. I would be absolutely ecstatic if we could go ahead and do that. You guys know where to find me. Down in the description is my number. You can text me, get into the VIP for free with all those apps that I promote, and you guys can sign up for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.